Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today I wanted to discuss Wendy Willams' ex-husband doing a live in the middle of the night. It was like an hour. And I have some thoughts. First of all, is the money running out? Is my first question from the divorce settlement, because I don't understand what the point of this was. I felt at moments it was pretty disingenuous. I felt that Wendy's ex-husband was trying to get over some of the guilt that he feels for, basically leaving Wendy Willams broken. That ultimately, having the child with the mistress was just too much to come back from, as well as the public humiliation of, him and her literally having a mansion down the street from Wendy Willams, and basically, her ex-husband tricking off of his mistress with Wendy Willams' money that she's earning because of her talent. So I don't know. I just feel like something else is about to drop as to why now that he's speaking, because he also alluded to wanting to write a book. And obviously that would be a payday of some sorts. And then he tried to play like it wasn't a real thing. But I don't believe him. Also, he says that, he was also revealing some personal information about Wendy Willams' health, and I just didn't understand why. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why are you revealing personal details and this and that? Like, it's not your place to, reveal this information. So, but yeah, he spoke about there being the wrongful termination lawsuit against Lionsgate. And, he's trying to allege that he got fired because of his affair. That's not why you got fired, dude. Come on now. He got fired because they didn't like his management practices. That was the problem. They didn't like how he was management. And I want to say this. While I agree to a certain extent that things were somewhat in order for Wendy Willams professionally when Kevin was her manager, her entire personal life was an absolute disaster. And this is what happens. This is why, if you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage, sometimes hiring your spouse to be your manager is not always the best move, because when and if it falls apart, guess who's going to try to take all of your money? Guess who's going to try to take everything that you have worked for to get to a certain level of success? And they are going to try to claim it as their own and claim it as though they did all this stuff for you and blah, blah, when that's not the case. It's your talent that's securing those checks, not them. And so, and then he's like really complimentary of his mistress. And I'm just like, whatever, it's like he's trying to call it an extramarital companionship of some sort. And I'm just like, dude, come on now. Like, seriously? And then he's trying to kind of throw the little dibs out there that there's like the machine, that people are trying to kill Wendy and all this other conspiracy stuff. And here's the thing. It says something that people wait for a certain downfall, or sometimes in this industry, they plant a downfall if it doesn't happen the way they want it, if you stop, quote, listening to them or, quote, obeying the rules. But it's another to just kind of indirectly, come for the powers that be. And I'm just wondering the angle here. I'm wondering the angle, if this is setting up for something more sinister to come, because it left me very uneasy. Also, I still need answers in terms of who actually was trying to attempt to get access to Wendy's accounts. That's still the $1 million question for me. Like, did Wells Fargo really freeze the accounts because of all of the negative press associated with Wendy Willams? Or did somebody like, I don't know, Wendy Williams' ex-husband try to access the accounts? And he also says that he has like some sort of vegan restaurant coming out with his mistress. I don't know how many attempts. I feel like this is like the 5th or 6th restaurant attempt that they've tried. And I just don't see it for them. Like, who's going to support this? Especially if you're a Wendy Williams fan. Like, why would you go to her ex-husband's establishment with his mistress? And then I had an issue because oh yeah, and I wanted to clarify it's a Caribbean vegan restaurant. Also, he wanted to give props to Wendy that she has very long monologues and this and that, compared her to Kelly Ripa. Also, he, then I didn't like this. He said that he would have liked to create a larger family. Knowing daggone well, didn't Wendy Williams have 2 stillbirths and several miscarriages with this man? And weren't the stillbirths all females? They never could she always wanted a girl, they couldn't have a girl. And ultimately, you're able to produce children with your mistress, and allegedly the mistress was the one who wanted the abortion, not you. Also, he says he wasn't trapped into the baby. He cheated on purpose. Also alleges that work became, an issue between him and Wendy and their marriage. Well, here's the thing. If you are only dealing with each other and you're only left to talk about work and nothing else, where is the foundation for your marriage to grow and prosper if you cannot separate the business from the personal? Which is, again, why many of these managerial spouse type of relationships, and marriages never end well, because at some point the lines get blurred and it's no longer a marriage. It's no longer a personal relationship. It's all about the business and dollars and cents and how much more the manager can capitalize and do all this other stuff. And again, as I said previously, he keeps alluding to enablers. And basically, there were certain people who were happy that Wendy Williams was no longer sober. That people were happy that Wendy Williams was going down this spiral, because that was their opportunity, right, to take her show. But the problem is, you can't create another Wendy Williams. I know there are some people who are desperately trying to be Wendy Williams, but you cannot create another Wendy Williams. I'm sorry. There's people who are following her blueprint. There's people who are inspired by her that are following her templates, but there's not going to be another Wendy Williams. You cannot replace her. You can't do it. Also, the ex-husband said that their son basically saved Wendy Williams' life. And essentially, he saved her life at home, and also DJ Booth. And it sounds like he was trying to allege there might have been an overdose attempt, or there might have been some additional suicide attempts. I don't know where he was going with that. I just felt it was inappropriate. I felt it wasn't his place to discuss any of this, to be honest with you. It's like, you're not married to her anymore. You're not her manager anymore. Like, you're still trying to grasp at straws. You're still trying to use her name for relevance. And we never hear from you. But when you do appear, it usually has something to do with a smoking gun that's about to come out, or you not having access to money, or the money running dry. Whatever it is. But, also the son apparently threatened to call 911, for the show management to let the first responders in the home, and that she needed 2 blood transfusions. Again, why are you telling this information? Oh, then he shouted out Tasha K. Basically said Tasha K's a liar and that Tasha K lies on him. It's like, now that might be part of his life that, might have some factual implications as a result of this Cardi B lawsuit. Just saying. But then there was an issue, I guess, with the son's sobriety and how much he was smoking weed. Because you got to remember, you know, their son's only like in his early 20s and still trying to go to college, and basically is, you know, overseeing his mother as she's having all of these health issues, and the rumors still about, you know, whether or not she has dementia and all this and that. So I just wonder, like, where we go from here. Is there an opportunity for Wendy Williams to truly get back into having her own talk show? Because there seems to be conflicting reports on, you know, what is what. Is it just the Graves' disease and the COVID and, you know, maybe some of the substance abuse issues that kind of counteracted certain things that kind of took her down? Or is there something else going on that we are not aware of? Is it really dementia? So those are questions that I have, but I just don't trust this from Kevin because I feel like there's an ulterior motive for him to do this now, especially when Wendy Williams does not have the platform right now to like fully say the things that she wants to say, right? Unfiltered, unedited, and everything else. And I just wonder where we go from here. Do you guys think that Wendy Williams is going to be recovered by September to, you know, have her own show or have her own platform back? Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to come of this? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon.